Well, good morning. It's true, I don't do my hair in the morning. So, today's trip, not a long one. What we are going to do, about 400 miles, as quickly as possible. It's 6 a.m., or about to be, and we're heading up to, where is it? We're in Marysville, in Northern California, north of Sacramento. Kind of where it all started, picking up a dog. Last year, I rented a Tesla on Turo for 3 days. And again, I'm so sorry to this person who I rented it from. And did 3,000 miles in 3 days in his car with unlimited mileage. And free supercharging. And anyway, the same dog is pregnant, and we're going to, but not in the same circumstances this time. We have COVID sadly to deal with, but it doesn't necessitate what we did last time. So we're going to head up there. And the focus today will be on efficiency. I do read the comments, and so I have zeroed out the odometers and associated. So everything's at 0, and we're now going to head up there. One frustration is I'd hoped to use a better route planner through Android Auto, which was working 48 hours ago, but since an Android Auto update, now it's not. I also lost access to a load of other apps that you're not meant to use unless it's jailbroken, and so I'm rather frustrated at that. Thank you, Google. There was me thinking I was an adult and could make my own choices about what to use. Anyway, enjoy the ride, and we're going to stop at Davis for a charge and coffee because we have to get up and down from there. Nice and easy. Have a great day. So, we're using this trip today to test some extra cameras for the big trip and for beyond. It's been interesting. This learning process. Right in a quarter of a mile. So, a couple of things about this trip. Now that we're actually out of the house, which is sometimes, if you have kids, the hardest part of the day is getting out of the house, and that's without even bringing the kid with you. Anyway, so we're heading up to Marysville to pick up this dog. Couple of things, ID4 related. I have a frustration. I'm sure we all have frustrations, but my first world problem. I have a juice box level 2 charger at home. And I've had it for, well, I must have had it for 4, maybe 5 years now, and it's fantastic. I mean, all it's doing is putting charge into the car, which it does great. They have a program working with PG&E to their smart charging. They call it JuiceNet, and so PG&E. Would like to know how much charge you have in your car when you plugged in, what time you want to leave. They know the rate of charge, and they then get to control it, slow it down, stop it, pause it, whatever. It has worked great with my i3 94 amp-hour car. It has worked great with the little Fiat 500e, even though that was an older car than the BMW, and I had major problems keeping its 12-volt battery going all the time. Had to baby it. Anyway, worked great with the Tesla. Plugged it in, didn't have to worry. This thing will only drink when it wants to. It charged to 50% yesterday. It was 40% when I plugged it in. And then it only charged to 67% when I woke up. So very frustrated at that, and overcomplication. If charge is presented, you know, I had it set to go up to 90% today, for no other reason than, and I'm aware of the 80%, and I support that. I may have actually changed it back down. I think I left it at 90. At 90% would actually allow me to go all the way without stopping and get back to a charger. Just time efficiency more than anything else. So I very frustrated when I was only at 67% when I came down. And it charged a bit more while we're trying to get the kid ready, and I was faffing around with the cameras. Anyway, first world problems. Second world problem, a better route planner. Android Auto did an update yesterday, linked no doubt to the Google I/O conference taking place, and it has broken a better route planner and EV Notify's integration, from what I can tell. It was working 48 hours ago. That's the only thing that's changed. So that's a frustration, because I'd hoped to make the focus of today's video about a better route planner working with EV Notify in Android Auto. It worked seamlessly, I mean flawlessly, on the drive down from Klamath, but just on my phone. Came into Willows at, I don't remember what it was now, like 3%. It was on the money every time. So that's unfortunate. And yeah, other than that, we're just going to drive up to Davis. We're going to get some coffee, and then we're going to head back up to Marysville, and yeah, see you at the charger unless something amazing happens. So, quick update. We're just coming up on Travis Air Force Base, and just beyond that, Vacaville, where we charged the other day. We are getting 3.1 miles per kilowatt hour, according to the system. So, you know, we'll see. Just executed our first world solutionism to problems that don't exist, and we've ordered our Phil's coffee for curbside pickup, so we can get coffee and charge, which is the civilized way to do these things. Anyway, check it in a while. Well, welcome to the Electrify America charging at Bank of America in Davis. A delightful little residential charging setup with 4 chargers, 8 heads, all 150s except for the Chatamo. And one of them much closer to the bank in what I believe is disabled optional parking, or disabled preferred. Pulled in with 25% of charge. Currently was charging at 100 and odd kilowatt hours. One thing you have to like about this thing, the ID4 is delightfully boring, consistent charging curve. Yay! I got my Phil's coffee, as you saw. I had a pickup and I arrived. It came, so that's always delightful. Phil's does a twice-baked almond croissant. That is, yeah. I'm not fat by accident. I work at it, and I need to stop. But anyway, so we're going to charge to 84%. And that's just for efficiency on this one. Oh, so yeah, we've done 105 miles with 3.2 miles per kilowatt hour. I'll add a quick, I'll put this. Now, I don't 100%, I'm still learning myself the a kilowatt hours piece. Even having been doing this for 5 years, I think in different terms. It says an average speed of 57 miles per hour, which causes over the 1 hour and 52 minutes of time. I would say that I was doing 70 miles an hour the entire time. I just had cruise set to 70 miles, and there was very little traffic. So, the GOM is saying 95 right now. Anyway, the reason for the slightly longer charge is I'm going to drive straight back home from Marysville, and I'm actually going to charge in Pleasant Hill. Never been there before. Not the Electrify America charger there anyway. It's going to be hot today. It's going to be 85. It does get hotter, but we're going to have to run the AC later on today, and I want to have some charge in the car, so I don't. Even though I have solar on the roof, it gets expensive when you go into. I can't remember what but Part 4, Section 4 of the bill. So anyway, that's the plan. Charge to 84%, and then which is only going to be 20. It isn't going to be that long, and then we'll get out of here. done our job. It's 9:25. For those that care about efficiency, we've done 157 miles, 3.1 miles per kilowatt hour. So there you go. Not using a better route planner. I'm just gonna head home. It's 160 miles home. I've got 92 miles in the tank, or 35%, as it's saying. And that's 91 miles on the guessometer after 70 odd miles an hour driving consistently for the last 3.5 hours. This car really will do, with the heating or the cooling on, 250 miles and change. No problem at all. This is surprising and pleasantly surprising, just really good and consistent. So I'm actually going to let the inbuilt sat-nav system to a point do its thing. I do need to charge it on the way home. I just need to put a good chunk of change into it because we're going to run the air conditioning at the house today, and I'd rather not go into PG&E's Tier 4. Enjoy the drive. Isn't it nice just to be boring? Well, pulled into Vacaville, and very happy to say pulled in with 9% state of charge, which is perfect. That's what we want. Charging at full speed right now, it's showing 129 on EV Notify. Got the AC running, it's nice and cool for me and the dogs. Everybody's happy. We're going to put a good charge in here, and actually I think this is one of the things we need to talk about. You can use this time. You know what I can't do when I'm driving? Typing. I can't work when I'm doing that. So right now I'm going to finish editing a video for work for one of my partner profile series. So that's going to get done right now while I do this charge. So it's not wasted time. Got power, got connectivity, no problems. Let's live this 5G lifestyle. Gonna do a quick charge here in Vacaville, shoot some video and update the, I was actually going to publish last night but didn't, a Vacaville review. I came in at night last time, so we're just going to shoot some day footage right now, so that's useful. And then go home. I used the GOM. I didn't use a better route planner. So when I left, was it Marysville? I had 88 miles of charge. And I just thought, oh, I'll wing it. Well, it is 88 miles as the crow flies to Pleasant Hill. Dixon, I could have made without any issue where I charged this morning. But I could get in here, and I'm just going to say this. The GOM is the guessometer if you're new here. The GOM is accurate to your current conditions. There was a lot of wind, a lot of headwind coming down from Marysville. I could feel it in the car. One of the things you'll find driving an EV for the first time is when there's wind, you are aware of it. You feel it. Not blowing you around, but you just feel the extra energy that's required. And I think that's a good thing. But no, we're going to... I could get to here. It said that I would get in with 12 miles, and you know what? I got in with 12 miles. So, yeah, we're going to charge up, and then we're going to go home. So, the efficiency, just for those that care, consistent 3.1. 3.1 miles per kilometer at 226. Average speed of 58. In real life, I've had it at 70 at 5. I've had it at 5 miles above the speed limit the whole time. With the what do we call it? Smart cruise control function, travel assist running, and the AC or heat running, and just keeping it at a nice 64. So it just does. With that, see you later.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boys. Sound right, boys.
So, this has been an interesting day. It's been a normal day. This wasn't some great long schlep from one end of the state to the other. It was a regular day. Sure, I don't get up at 5 a.m. every day to go and pick up dogs. But normal life happens. And so what started off as a let's drive to Northern California, let's do 300 miles and change in a day without charging the car overnight, to a 100% situation became, what I think more interestingly, a regular day in the life. Left home at 60% state of charge, got coffee, charged, did calls. It's only charging for, I don't know, however long it says in the video. Got the dogs, came back, charged, worked while charging, work that had to be done anyway. Did calls while driving. Quiet environment, great for doing calls. No one knew I was driving while doing calls. I asked the question. I was just on the phone with one of my senior security researchers. The only reason he knew I was in the car, because I said, hey, can you just hold that thought while I plug my car in? And I took this moment because I live up in the hill. If I would have to move that call out, if I wanted to continue it, I was going to have to move it, or just hit the fast charger and took on 20 minutes of juice, which is, given the price we pay, thank you, Volkswagen and Electrify America, zero. And then while I was driving back with the dogs, Volkswagen Dublin called and said that my parts for in stock had come in and I could pick them up. Well, I was going to literally drive past anyway, and then got lunch. I am not delayed in my day for doing these things. I haven't had to modify my behavior, or not that I shouldn't, I haven't had to make a compromise in order to do these things. And that's because of the world we live in now being so connected and connectivity being so ubiquitous. But when I called the channel Regular EV Dad, this is a regular day. And in this channel, I'm going to try and show you as many of them as I can. I don't set the camera up every day. This was because there was a request for efficiency, information on efficiency, and so we've produced that. And to give you a recap on that, we've driven 314 miles. We still 3.1 miles per kilometer watt hour. The average speed was 49, but that's over 6.5 hours time. It's not real because I've been driving. I've been doing 5 miles an hour more than the speed limit the whole way. There's been very little traffic today, so it's been great. Did I need to just charge now? No, I did it because I couldn't go home, so I might as well just sit in the car park. I'd be sitting in my car anyway. This way I'm sitting in the car and taking on 22% of a battery, I think it was. Anyway, I digress. What the pickup means is that there'll be another video coming out where we fit, do a review and fitting of the roof bars. And the irony is we're talking about the efficiency here at 3.1 over 315 miles. That's where it sits right now. In 2 weeks' time, I'll tell you what the efficiency is with a fully loaded roof box, because it's now become apparent that the drive to New York from San Jose will have the biggest, I think mine's a Yakima box, I haven't checked for a while, that they produce. I'm not buying a new box. So, with that, if you have been, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, ask questions, and be safe.